My friends, you all are aware that there was no country named Israel anywhere in the world before 1948. So, a proposal was put up before the United Nations asking for a separate country to the Jewish people scattered all over the world. In this background, the UNO had appointed a committee of 11 members for submission of a report on Israel. Then, after some time subsequently, this committee had submitted the report asking for the partition of Palestine. Half part of Palestine, let Palestine to continue, remaining half Israel should be established. And Jerusalem should be the common capital of both Israel and Palestine. So this proposal was put up before the General Body, General Assembly of the United Nations for vote. And India had strongly opposed it. India said, no, we cannot accept. Because Nehru and Gandhiji both had said that Palestine should not be partitioned. Otherwise, Palestine will also suffer the same as India suffered after partition of Pakistan. Okay, now let's come to 1950. In 1950, India was one of the last non-Muslim countries which had recognized Israel as a state, but without giving the facility of diplomatic relationship. Now, come to 1974. This year, India was one of the first Arab countries which had recognized Palestine as a state and also recognized PLO, Palestinian Liberation Force, as a sole legitimate representative of Palestinian people. Now, after 3 years, in 1977, Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the Foreign Minister of India under the Prime Ministership of Morarji Desai. He had openly supported Palestine as a sovereign country and PLO should be the representative of this country. Now come to 2017 and 18. This year, Prime Minister Modi was the first Prime Minister of India who had visited Palestine. Then President Abbas of Palestine also came to India on visit, state visit. Then again you come on 2nd November 2023. On this day, India had assured Palestine in writing India's support to the cause of Palestine. All this is the background. Now let us see what happened on 7th October 2023. On this day, around 1500 hardcore militants of Hamas entered into Israel along with heavy arms and bulldozers. Remember it, bulldozers. And they smashed and shattered almost 20 hours continuously. Finally, back safely unhurt along with almost 300 hostages. But all it happens without any amount of retaliation from Israel. This is a surprise. No one could believe it that this can also happen. So, it seems to be a veiled mystery, a dramatic political act. My view is very simple. I said what had happened. It is a mystery. Unless this mystery, as how Hamas successfully entered into Israel and smashed it, if this mystery is not solved, the mystery about the rescue of the hostages will remain untraced. Okay, let us see what is India's stand after Hamas attack on Israel and subsequent Israel attack on Gaza. India changed its stand 4 times. Remember 4 times. First thing, India said, we condemn terror attack of Hamas. This is fine. Then India said, we stand by Israel. Then after 2 days, India changed stand, said, we stand by Palestine, not Israel. Not only this one, further India sent a huge medical facilities, humanitarian facility to Palestine. Then after a week, again 4th change, India India was absented from a resolution in the United Nations General Body which wanted ceasefire. So this absentee of India was considered as a support to the Israel directly or indirectly. So this kind of changes 4 times. In fact, is a repeat of history. In 1950 to 53, India changed her stand on Korean War almost 9 times within 7 days. If India continues with standing with Israel, not with Palestine, which has been supporting and standing with Palestine for decades, then it will be considered as a paradigm shift of India's foreign policy from Palestine to Israel. Now, what would be the impact? It's very interesting. First impact may be India may cut off from 57 Muslim countries and 135 global south. Then India has landed down to minority while absented from the resolution in the United Nations. This 40 is definitely minority in front of 120 countries which supported for ceasefire. So if India has landed down to minority in the United Nations, this is not the first occasion. First occasion was on 8th of March 1971, the 5th day while India was marching towards Bangladesh. Argentina had submitted a resolution in the United Nations General Assembly asking for immediate ceasefire. India was not in a position to support it and opposed it along with other 10 members. So total 11 members, minority members, against 108 members which supported the ceasefire. So India landed down second time to minority in the United Nations. Now, another impact is India loses leadership of Global South to China, as China has voted along with 120 countries of Global South. So, diplomatically China has beaten India. Now, another one, that adverse impact may happen on the relationship with a vital country, vital friendship with some countries like Saudi Arabia, UAE, Iran, Qatar, Russia, and also may impact adversely recently proposed India Middle East Europe economic corridor. This may happen. Okay, now let us see what Israel is doing for rescue of their hostages. Now, first of all, 1 month is over and still the hostages are not released. The Israel has preferred military action rather than diplomatic. Why? Why military action? This is explained by Professor Slam of Oxford University. He says, according to Israel, Hamas is not a democratically elected ruler of Gaza or Palestine. The Hamas, according to Israel, is mere a terror organization, and they do not want to negotiate with the terror organization. This is the reason they don't prefer negotiation. Okay. Another aspect is that Israel therefore concentrate on military action. What are the military actions? Let us see the details. First of all, the US American drones are flying over Gaza to trace out the hostages. Second is US commandos are searching on the ground the hostages. Third, CIA and Mossad, the well-known intelligence, they are tracing intelligence. Next one is Gaza is sealed under blockade. Air, land and naval assault was all around. They have killed almost 10 to 12,000 civilians. Result is still no trace of hostages even after 1 month. Israeli minister even now talking about the nuclear option. Okay. Now, in this situation, entire world, including Arab, USA, UNO, all are asking Israel to stop killing civilians, accept ceasefire, But Netanyahu is not accepting. Perhaps he prefers to save his face, to save the image of his party, political party, and to address his vote bank rather than interested for the interest of Israel as a nation. This is a very, very bitter criticism that people have made it against Netanyahu. Anyway, despite all possible military actions, all it proves it is ineffective. In my intellectual opinion, Netanyahu should learn from Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Manmohan Singh as to how they applied diplomatic negotiation after Kandahar terror attack and also Bombay terror attack in 1999 and 2008 respectively. India succeeded in diplomacy, so India did not prefer for military action. But Israel preferred military action. Okay, now let us see. This is saying one can win war against armed forces, but while you are fighting against the civilian, you can never win the war. So Israel should know that USA was miserably failed in Vietnam, and Russia is getting failed in Ukraine. India too was failed in Sri Lanka. This all happened in the history, they should learn it. So, this is also another saying that this is a universal truth that military action complicates the issue and diplomatic negotiation resolves it. If military action complicates the problem, then the diplomatic negotiation can make miracles. It happens. That Israel should learn it. And finally, USA cannot escape from the responsibility. USA too bears to some extent the part of responsibility of what is happening in Israel and Palestine in past and today. This is the end of my video. Thank you each and every one of you.